all of our expecting families, we have pre- and post-birth sound healing sessions with Huna Kahiwaha, available in person in Vancouver or anywhere online. Go to www.harmonizedfamilyroots.earth. Go beyond the distorted codes of the draconian matrix and get a Lemurian oracle reading with Huna Kahasahi. For more information or to book your oracle reading, go to www.flc.earth. Introducing Mexico's only harmonic egg, operated by Hunas Maroyata and Ma'aikuta. For all of your health support needs, be it physical or emotional, sessions are available now both in Playa del Carmen and online. To book your session, head to www.apapachar.earth.
Hi there, sweet, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloved. Hey, hoo-wee. My goodness, welcome back. Welcome back for another conversation on this Unrata. This conversation of the mother of all changes. What the heck? The mother of all changes. Oh, my goodness. Going to get into it here. Oh, look, there's my sister. The Maria over there for you. It's over there in Tani Maro, the land of the long white dragon. To my sister, sweet, sweet dear one. There's my baby sister, Ali Marie Nahuka. That's the name I used to go by, Nahuka. Occasionally when I'm using my passport. And yeah, it's morning there. It is afternoon here. Welcome, sweet, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloveds. Welcome to the mother of all changes. This has been a whacked out month, no? Yeah, no, yeah. We're gonna check it out and go through my notes and go through the conversation here of all these changes you've all been going through. You know, we've all been feeling that we all, of course, are challenged by. And so we've got quite a few dimensions to speak through. Dimensions, not dementia, like in your brain is mentally dementia. Lost it. But in dimensions. I hope you're operating in multiple dimensions. I hope you're operating this way. You know, this is how we get through things, by receiving ourselves on a multiple dimensional level. Not everything is what it seems. Somebody here, embodied light, is watching from the intensive care unit after having brain surgery. Are you sure that's a good idea, embodied light, watching me after you've had brain surgery? I don't want you to relapse into another surgery. You're 4 days post-surgery. Well, thank you very much, sweet dear one, for being here. Amazing to you all. Thank you so much. I want to thank Huna Tamake for holding it down in the technical, and we've got some wonderful changes to share with you that we work on constantly in the dimensions, in the geometry. So we work with geometry, we work with quantum mechanics, we work with physics, we work with the the Wairua, the eternal memory. We work with the four powers, the mother, the father, the child, and the eternal memory. We work with all of your the well-known celebrities of all the well-known ancestors and all the celebrity ancestors that we all know, that we've all been affiliated with, and we might have even been, in some stage in our education. Of course, this is an education. You can settle down and enjoy with whatever cushion you like to sit on. whatever table you like to sit at. But this is an education, and I myself sit at many tables. And and because of that, yeah, this is a mother of all changes. I'm a little bit gangster today, so be aware. All right, just be aware. I'm a little bit gangster today. You know, spent this morning at the Playa of Light, incredible morning at the Caribbean Sea, as you know, where I live. And, you know, I just want to recap, just a quick recap. I want to thank my cousin, Anaru Tarawa, for flying all the way from Australia to be with me at my 60th birthday the last couple of weeks we had been celebrating. He just arrived home yesterday, back in Sydney. So I want to thank him, and I thank all the family members of my family members that showed up, which is the House of Huna and all the Hunas, my Huna family, and our friends and new friends and guests, and some of my neighbors. We had a great time. I rented an incredible vacation home right on the Mayan Riviera on the beach, and we had a huge white sand beach to step out onto and go down into the Caribbean Sea and swim around. So it was fantastic. I want to thank everybody for supporting that. And yeah, since I just turned 60, talk about it, a mother of all changes. Wow. Because we were sharing with you, I believe, over the past month or two, a little bit about the geometries that we navigate and we can produce. We can produce the geometries from the birth signs. This is what we do on certain timelines, certainly aligned to first light time zones, which is beginning from New Zealand, and then certain incremental time zones following that, depending on the birth sign of the day, of the month, depending on the unra, depending on the light of days, whether it's a dolphin, a whale, okay, the shield lights of the wipaka, which is a crab, the exoskeleton light shield that this being has. So, and we're able to create geometries through the connections in our Lemurian operating system, the Wataka. Okay. So yeah, we're going to get into it. It's a little bit gangster for you. I hope you're listening and listening deep. So listen deeply. Try to share a bunch of things here without flying past you, over you. Like just, although I'm pretty sure I speak quite simply. And I'm expecting you to tune into the higher vibration of this conversation and not the usual. This is the stuff, the usual stuff we don't talk about. We don't need to. We're not here to talk about certain stuff we already can know. We're talking about stuff you don't know. Okay? Stuff you don't know. We know all the drama stuff. Michelle Rosa says, I'm always gangster. All right, my ninja. Okay. I'll take that, my ninja. I'm always a bit gangster. So, what an incredible week. What an incredible month. Mother of all changes. I mean, you guys know what's been going down, but before I get into what's been going down, let me just acknowledge you over there, over here. And we're also over there on the Grams of Instant, which we're running live to right now. Right, we're running live to right now. Let me just, there's quite a few over here in the Grams of Instant. I want to thank you all for being here. India Bloomfield, good to see you again. Over there, the Grams of Instant, sweet dear ones, the creative Celtic alchemist, Hilly and Chris, nice to have you here. LGP 4 ones. 1 1 1 1. Always an incredible alignment, that one. And Yayo or Yay Shopper Yayo Umi Mama Kahasahi, otherwise as Fiona Sarai Pink. My love. Okay, it's good to always have her here, and thank you for the support. Malang Manam. Walk and Talk Cornwall, Alison Kendra, Akasha Hawaii, Kestrel Heart, Batfish, Batfish, kind of cool. Noki, Violet, Violet, Anarus, Intelligence of the Movement, sweet dear one, thank you. The People's MD, always got to have a People's MD or a GP, right? Can I get an MD and a GP? What? My ninja. The creative, yeah, we said that. Amy, Star Beings joined, Star Clan, Marawawa, Huna Marawawa, from the land of the fry bread. And, okay, and First Nations up there. By the way, I got a little bit of an announcement to share with you guys in a little while. Looking forward to that. The impressive copy and the Lighthouse of Angels. Can always use a lighthouse full of angels. Sweet dear ones. No? Yeah, that's sweet. Awesome. Thank you. Over here on our on the YouTube, over here visiting today, Huna Kawamanato from Cornwall. The Huna from Cornwall, Kawamanato. Good to see you. Kimuria Kaiwa in the house from Vancouver Island via House of Huna and Playa del Carmen. She was just here. Thank you so much, Huna, for supporting my birthday. Really big of you. Flying all the way from Vancouver to my birthday just because of me, little old me. Greetings to you all. The sovereign entity, Connie McDonald, Kirsty, Huna Matara Na, Huna Matara Na, and then Myra over here, Huna Mahapa Ho. Whoa. Some of these Hunas are really potent, man. Guys, you guys are wondering what the Hunas are. It's not a name. These are essence codes of the Wataka system. They're spoken of as the sound of the nameless ones. These are the nameless ones. Okay, so when you see these Hunas here, they have their names, what they're known by typically. They let me say commercial, casual passport name, and then they have the Huna. Huna is all about their light essence and light in action. So welcome there, Myra Zoltani, aka Huna Mahapaho. Reginald Neal from Texas, Houston, Texas. Dude, are you for real? Wawa nui to you, Huna. Mawa Hori. Mawahari. Mawahori? I just see the spelling there. And I know I sealed it, but sometimes, oh yeah, Mawahori. Checking in from the VA. I take it as Virginia. All right. Althea Smith. Thanks for being here. Mahari Wa'ata. Wawa. And we got Scott Huna. Tara Scott Huna. Tamawara. And that's not Tamawater. Tamawara. Yeah, it's you got to use your jaw. You got to use your upper jaw and your lower jaw. This is light language, which is not language. This is energy, vibration, frequency, and magnetic. Okay. It is powerful. It is dope, potent ninjas. Okay. Tamawara, Rastafarian, good to have you here again. A stable visitor, a constant. Raquise Miller, yes, Raquise, who is of First Nations and the the Mohawk Nation over there in Tuscarora country. Wawanui to Ona, not Ona, Sego, excuse me, Sego. Raquis, also known as AKA Huna Maharua, Huna Maharua, Huna Maharua. Yeah, this is light language. And you know what? I've sealed thousands of Huna in this last 20 plus years. Thousands. And all of these Hunas, sovereign sounds are individual sovereign. So they're not duplicated in any way. I just want to share that with you. And this is all light language tied together through light and sound and emission and the highest vibrations and the highest frequency and the magnetics. Having let go of the grip on one's flag, whatever that flag might be, recognizing it, but letting go of it so one can be of action. Yeah, you probably can say, well, I'm already of action, Huna, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, right, whatever. That's what I'm going to say, whatever. Because if I say, when I say Huna Maharua, okay, that's potent. That's light language. That's the shit. Okay, there is shit in there. There's some kick ass, right? There is some powerful light that needs no protecting in there. Okay, so none of these Hunas, excuse me, require protection. That's kick ass, right? Doesn't even come up. It doesn't even come up on the board. Let me tell you, no matter who's chasing their asses around or running around all around us, we still don't need protection. Yeah, there's some stuff to learn about that, right? You're probably going to argue with me about it, but that's fine. We can get into it. Shannon, Shaman Mermaid, the Black Dragon. Welcome. Michelle Rosa. Huna Tawaho. Welcome, Huna. Again, is my baby sister. Welcome, sis. No mai, hara mai, pakato mai, peke mai, kake mai. And arohanui. Sarah Childs, kia ora tenakwe to you from Aotearoa, the land of the long white dragon. Land of the long white dragon, because that's what that cloud is. If they say to you, this is the land of the long white cloud, people, and they say to you, Aotearoa is New Zealand, and they say to you, the land of the long white cloud. Oh, that's good. That's okay. Yeah, what the hell does that mean? Well, the cloud is a long white dragon. I was just going to tell you what it is, right? It's forming energy. It forms energy vibration around New Zealand. And it began the name with the long white cloud, but that long white cloud is a long white dragon. And the way we call that long white dragon is Tanimaro. Okay. That is the Lemurian name, the Pleiadian energy name, sound of New Zealand in terms of the dragon, Tanimaro. There you go. I will show you a Tanimaro in a little bit if you like. I have him here with me. Felicia, good to see you again. Hi. Afia Mohammed, yes. Makare Sa, Huna Makare Sa. Huna Makare Sa. Quite a few Hunas in the house today. All right, let me stop messing around. I'm mucking around, right? It's just like, what do we got here? Don't forget, Hunas and sweet dear ones, everybody, if you've got a question, I'd like you to come in. I'd like you to come in and speak directly. And we'll send you the link. Ask the question if you want an answer. Okay, like my sister, she's going vibrational codes. If you want an answer, got to come and show your face on the show. This is live and interactive, everybody. Sweet dear ones. By now, you should all know that. And it's quite, it's whatever it is, okay? It's whatever it is. There's no worries. Oh, look what just showed up. Oh, it just floated in here. Oh, Tanimaro. Oh. The long white dragon just showed up. Oh, look at him. Look at his nice hat, his crystal ball, all coated in Kotahara crystal. Oh, look at this is the long white dragon. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is my ancient staff. This staff and this long white dragon comes to me with me to all the Stargates that I travel to around the world, and the ones that I'm about to activate this year. Okay, there's another set Stargates. Let them hang out here for a minute, if you don't mind. And so, we have a question. Okay, hey, Shaman, you have to come on and ask the question, all right? Even if it's a question like that, just come on and ask me. I'm going to bring your face on so we can see you. You have to reveal yourself. And this is the time of the revealing. How many times have I told everybody this? I know you may not have a question, but if you have a question and you want an answer, I'm telling you to come on the screen. Huna Tamahakea has placed a link there, right there, just above you. Okay, and Tangerine, yeah, you go ahead, hit that button, select that link. Maybe she'll put another one on. You'll come on and ask a question. That's where we see who's ready to rock and roll, who's serious here. Come on, I'll be mucking around, you guys. You know, I'm a big gangster today, and I'm and most of the time, but I'm just a big teddy bear when you get to really know me. Okay, so Huna Tamahakea, so just if you guys are paying attention, the link is just right above you there. Huna Flash at the House of Huna. You have a question, there's the link right there. Bring your mug onto the screen. And just while you're looking for the link, maybe Tamahakea will be kind to drop another one there momentarily. And just while we're waiting for that, so this is the mother of all changes. So what are the changes? Let's get into this topic as well. So just not questions all over the place. There's the link. Okay, there's the link. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, there it is. Facebook. Something about Facebook. And somebody here has already joined on.
Hey, how's it going on, Huna?
How's it, bro? Where you at?
Coming in from Oahu.
Wow, my God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you grinding? You grinding or what? Hey, you early. Oh, no, you're not early. Yeah, you come early.
I actually just clicked in on the link. So I slid in, took the spot.
Nice.
You know.
Nice.
Yeah. Just in case you needed another paddler, I took seat 3.
Awesome,
but
brother.
yeah, I guess I didn't really have a specific question or anything at the top of my mind specifically right now, but I would just ask, how are things going with I guess the current energetic shift as far as the downloads coming in? How are things going on your side of the energetic field?
Bro, this is the mother of all changes, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling
February in the Lemurian calendar. This is known as this month is the birth sign of this month is the hummingbird. Okay, it's all bird tribe.
Mm-hmm.
It's all bird tribe, and many birds. The Tirani Motu is the birth sign for this month, which refers to the tiny voice from heaven. And what is the tiny voice that's not so tiny speaking, and what's it sharing? Now, we've got ceremonies we've been doing, and there have been images and photography showing up with incredible multi-dimensional imaging from birds coming in and out of the dimensions. We're going to show you some shortly. And on our side, these energetics are lining up with what has been asked, what is needed to be supported on the high vibration side. On the low vibration side, nobody needs to support that.
Of course.
So everything's moving. Yeah, everything's because there's nothing supporting the low vibration side but a bunch of lies, right? So you don't even have to worry about what's going on with that nonsense because it's eating itself. So as you see, as you sit with the high vibration side of things in the nature, or wherever you may, anywhere, wherever you may be.
Under a banyan tree at the moment.
Yep.
Big,
Okay.
big
There
banyan.
you go. With the mitochondrials, yeah. Be with the electrical ones. Be with the electrical ones, man. Be with the magnetic ones. They're the ones sharing the information.
With
Be
the
with the
va.
electric, huh?
With the va, the water.
Yeah, be with the yeah. Be with the. There's another way to speak va, not just water as you see water flow. There's another sound which is kata'ao. Katao.
Kata'ao.
Katao
Kata'ao.
means the energy of water. Okay, katao in the Maori,
Katao.
and the Lemurians. Katao is the energy of water, and that's the name we call Pluto. Because Pluto is
Kata'ao.
it's not a planet, it's water, it's solid ice. It's the energy, it's frozen light. Frozen light frozen,
Beautiful.
so you can access. Okay,
Mhm.
so yeah, switch from the wa or va to katao, which is
Katao.
energy of water. It produces what it's producing.
Katao. The energy of water.
Hey, now when you're with this, you are now working with the energy of the child.
That's what I love to hear.
Yeah, this is the infinite energy of the child, which is electrical, and it's light,
Limitless.
and infinite, absolute, eternal. That's why we talk about it this way.
Yes.
And what are the things showing up with vibration? You're asking. The Hunas are preparing. We're preparing for some major tours and ceremonies in Greece, France, Azores, and in Amsterdam in the coming month on location. We go on location. We go to the places, hammer the energies in there, and just do the thing with a lot of love. We crack open the earth. We help pour in the cosmic love into those cracks, in whatever form that might be. There might be some certain giftings that the Hunas are bringing with them, certain wonderful gifts. Koha, we say koha, some wonderful donations of energies, cosmic and otherwise, from the DNA and the higher end of the DNA, the 12-strand DNA gifting, 24-strand DNA gifting, which we're accessing again now. We're starting to consciously access 24th dimension and higher. And the gifts that come from that, which is knowledge, information, and
the real
just dropping.
currency.
Yeah, that's the real currency, bro.
Yeah,
and then
I hear you, brother.
And that's aligning with these locations to what are we doing? Well, we're clearing, we're purifying, as usual. The usual thing and the typical result is purification. Clearing the template for the child's energy to enter, proper energy to enter properly. To enter properly, what does that mean? That means a lot. We'll get into that. But to enter here properly, we have to clear a lot of the vibrations of these old stargates and these old portals. They got to be downgraded and or shut down.
Coming correctly. Take your slippers off.
And help come in, help them. Hey, exactly.
Yes,
that's our way. And the Kopanui, you step into the Kopanui, you step into the womb house. Please take off your dirty shoes and remove your muddy shoes if you don't mind. Otherwise, with mama, mother, fire, she's going to get after you, right? Now, it's as simple to say, but it ain't that easy when you're dealing in multiple dimensions. So we just got to keep working in multiple dimensions. Get your consciousness in multiple dimensions. You already speak. Sweet dear ones. If you're speaking a bit of Hawaiian, a bit of Polynesian, a bit of Native American, or all of it, if you're fluent in any of these, try to learn some more from the other indigenous cultures in the language, because it is not a language. You are already speaking the laws of multiple dimensions and accessing it while you are, because your breath is water. Your breath has the energy, right? Breath is water and has the energy of it, okay? So you already you can access, but just kind of amplify that. That. There are many who are like, oh, we do all the ceremonies all the time and all the things, and it's just sometimes we can hit it good and it's get a strong feedback. Sometimes it's like feel like nothing happened. Well, then sometimes there's some education and tools to get so you can amplify your waha, your mouth, your speaking, your real, so you can and you can energize it and amplify it. This is the House of Huna. We have some tools for those kinds of things. You need it. You need Bob. That's what we have. Somebody in
like
here just he was on the Dragon Masters course right here, taking the Dragon Masters course, amplifying their voice, amplifying their energy, amplifying their heart mind connections. And we're reconnecting in a stronger way with stronger bandwidth, a wider bandwidth of information, and it carries a warping stronger tether of magnetic energy. That tether that's connected to you. Huh?
I feel that energy daily.
You gotta practice those things. You gotta have discipline. You want to get on a mission, get ready. You can't go on mission if you're not ready. You think you're gonna just jump off the couch while you grind, jump off the couch, get in your walker and go. You gotta do more than that, bro. We have practice.
Yes, sir. I've been training. The sword has been getting sharper and sharper. So I'm here for the truth. I'm ready to help, and in any facet, when I'm ready to join the Dragon Master class and elevate and ascend, I would love to be a pillar to uphold the structures of the mother.
There you go. Now you're talking.
And
create. If your consciousness is moving along those lines, you can never be a toxic masculine.
Never.
Does
energy never lies.
No lie, bro. No lie. No can lie, bro.
Never.
No can. No can. No. Okay, so you on the path, bro. I look forward to seeing your growth, and we are I am starting to pull together the energies to do the next Aloha Summit in Maui. To come together and bring support to building the new Kopo Nui and donating it to our family and our people in Hawaii. To donate that whare nui, the new hale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now,
I come help.
Long time. Huh?
I said I'll come and help when the time lines
you better,
up. I bring my paddle. I come. No worries.
Bring your paddle, bro. We got a big waka coming in, so jump in. We got plenty of room in the waka.
Raja. Well, Wawa, thank you very much.
Raja. Wawa, bro.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Wawa. Till next time. Aloha.
Chee-hoo. Judith, where are you? We at? Hi.
Morning.
Stasi, Syrian Stasi, eh? Oh, yeah.
Hi. I just actually, I just spotted it and heard a couple of words and thought, I'll go and check this. This is from home. No. And Are
you in Australia?
Oh, no, I'm in New Zealand.
Are you in New Zealand?
Yeah. My family's in Australia.
Okay. Well, tenakwe, quite whānau, no here koe.
What I wanted to know was, I didn't know we had groups and those who hold the frequencies and or teachings in this area for New Zealand. I don't know anyone, and we've been doing this for quite a while. I have a few online, we get together and we talk about this stuff, and sometimes we feel like that we're dreaming or we're lost. Fortunately, lucky for the internet, otherwise no. So I'm excited. I don't know who you are, what you're about, but I've heard quite a bit.
I'm a mystery. I'm the unknown.
Yes, definitely.
Yoo-hoo. Hey, yeah. I'm from, I was born in Tauranga. I'm from Huria Marae. My iwi is Ngāti Ranginui and Ngāti Kahununu.
Oh,
My
sure.
wakas are the Takitimu, Tainui, and the Mātātua. I have 3 waka.
Oh my God.
Under my family, with my family involvement, there's over 20 marae in my family, 20 villages, 20 sacred locations. Hey, but I live in Mexico. That's where I'm calling.
Gosh.
I live here in the Yucatan Peninsula. I live in the Riviera Maya, or the Mayan Riviera by the pyramids.
Oh my.
And I
Oh,
do all my work from out of here now for the last, for just Mexico, the last 6 years I've been here. But I've traveled the world and I've stayed in many places. My home has been in many places. Right? That's my education. Okay. And so, but I studied under Alex Phillips, Te Arakahana, the Piripi, the Paniariki or Manuariki from Manuariki before it was burnt down, before all the nonsense happened. And I tutored under Alex, the boss.
that's an
I
old
was
man.
graduated. I graduated in '86. Became Afina. I was one of his men, and I still am. I regard it as still one of his men. But you see, you won't know me because I left,
Right.
and it was told that I would not be in New Zealand for a long time, and that I would be doing what I do. And I work all across the world, all around the world, including Jerusalem and Africa. Okay, and I'm talking physically, not just on the internet. And I'm not a YouTube shaman. All right. I go and do the mahi. You know what mahi means. So and myself and all those are in the house of Huna and the Hunas that I've been studying now, we're all been very, very active. It's been a lot of fun, man. Tell you got to get out here. Judith, gotta get out here. You need some education, we'll give you some, but you got to get out. You just got to have, some guts and not be afraid. Right?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Where te po nui, te po or the mana, te po, you cannot be afraid of the dark. Okay, kaore te raru, you cannot bring the distortions into the darkness either. You must come into darkness with powerful light. Kaore te raru. So, we have education for that to support. Now, I began there with at home since a young age, but you don't really accelerate until you're out there doing the thing, until you take yourself out of your comfort zone and go into something that's totally uncomfortable, totally challenging, constantly, and then you will begin to learn, and then you'll begin to understand just more about who you are and why. If you have questions of what am I here for, then go and bloody find out. Yeah, really. You don't know how to do that? I'll take you along on the back of my truck and we'll go and have a look in the canoe. If you got serious enough balls for it, you can get in the canoe in the waka and they'll take you.
True.
I'm serious. Today, I told you it was gangster day today. The mother of all changes. So, hey, Judas, check in with the House of Huna. I don't know the groups you're with in Aotearoa. I mean, there used to be a lot of different groups. Follow Judy Satori, and quite a few other channels and mediums. Cosmic. Yeah, okay, that's all good. But yeah, we get on the ground and hump it up to a Stargate, clear the Stargate, and then we hump it over to a portal, shut down the second dimension portals, the portals to the underworld. And nonsense. We have to hump it up 13,000 feet sometimes, or sea level, or even get in the water. Okay, so it's like that. So you can't have fear of heights. You can't be scared of getting in the water, and you're not allowed to be scared of me.
Far from it. Thank you.
I'm a likable chap, mostly. Still. All right, Judith.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hey? Yeah, give us a tingle, mate.
Oh, no, I will.
All right, kakite. Hey, we got Tangerine. That's a cool Tangerine. Didn't you show up before?
Oh, this is the first time.
I like tangerines, Eat them
Me too.
Eat them all the time. What's going on, my brother? You from India?
Yeah, I'm born in India, but now I live in Belgium.
Ah, Belgium. Yeah, I was in Belgium. We were all over Belgium. We'll be back in that area shortly. So what's going on? Yeah, we know. So you're in Belgium. Are you going with the farmers? Who are you going with? Who are you running with?
No, 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 I'm running for myself, like I'm running on my own. I think I have a personal question for you.
Oh,
Like
first,
I have lived
okay.
in India for 15 years under a certain guru, but my spiritual process was greatly enhanced. But when I came back to Belgium, there was no spiritual process for me. So
Mhm.
then I have been looking for masters, for people who have a certain spiritual influence, or they have a spiritual depth, or they can teach me, or they can let me grow, understand myself, and find truth. Then I found also you. Then I was wondering how I would be helped as a human being, as a spiritual being, how I can progress and how I can grow, because it's difficult to find.
Okay, you know what? People used to would ask me, one shaman from Germany, he asked me, hey, so what medicine do you use? What is your medicine? What is your most used medicine? You know, what is your your thing? And I said to him, pressure,
Mm,
pressure. I put pressure on.
yes.
That's my medicine. That's the medicine I use. And I also know how to relieve that pressure. But what I put pressure on in a way that you're going to find yourself within that pressure.
Mm,
And I do this in certain ways by certainly things we can go and do, and you get invited to do things you can go and do together. I'm going to put pressure on you to connect, and put pressure on you to constantly have a discipline, to connect energetically to all things. The ability through that pressure to see through your nine senses. So one of my very simple sharings is to share with you the nine senses, and then put pressure on that. I will
mm,
put pressure on your nine senses, because if one is a little bit lacking, I'm going to put pressure on it so we can get it to amplify. So this is all in order to amplify your connections to, certainly to yourself. Yeah, you say you're Indian. I say you're from Third Lemuria. Just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, is before even India was there was a mountain. So you were from the time of when that mountain, which is the blueprint where your people began building civilization. So if we're going to go to India, then we have to go deeper to the mountain, and we have to talk to the mountain and sit with the mountain, be with the mountain, as your people are, as Buddha and everybody else has sat with the mountain and with the trees and the nature. And then, but you ain't going to stay there, and you're not just going to sit there and then dissolve from there. Okay, then you're going to get up, and you're going to go and do some stuff around the world. Right? So even if you're in Belgium, you can still sit with the mountain and sit with the tree. You're going to sit in nature, and you're going to think about and work on those nine senses. And maybe if I'm nice enough, I'll tell you what the nine senses are. Maybe I won't. And I put the pressure on you to sit at the tree and find out, what are the nine senses? I know you already know what six are. You got to get the last three, and those are the hardest ones. They're not hard. Yeah, they're actually not hard. You're going to kick yourself once you do. And maybe you already know. Maybe you already know. I don't know. But this is a pressure thing. Right? So you got to constantly get yourself disciplined. That's pressure. Discipline yourself. Go have a practice that you know when to practice. Also, here's another thing for you. Go and do the dragon eye, which is looking into the sun at the highest energy point, not just 33 degrees up in the morning or 33 degrees downside. Go to the highest point, go straight to the sun with your eyes wide open. And I want you to learn how to give me 11 seconds wide open. If you can give me 11 seconds wide open, brother, without your eyes weeping or wincing out, okay, there's a practice to this. Then the connections start getting stronger and deeper. and then you start meditating with your eyes open directly to the sun. That's where I meditate. I don't meditate with my eyes closed. All my eyes are open. Everything's open. I don't close my eyes. I even challenge some of the Bindi masters and lamas to a dragon eye. Hey, what are you closing your eyes for? Oh, connect to the consciousness. And oh, that's cool. Yeah. You cannot do that with your eyes open, with your human eye open, all eyes open. I challenged them and they were wincing. They were wincing out in 3 seconds. They couldn't handle it. 3 seconds. Come on now. Well, why? Because there's connections there through that energetics that you don't only take what you want, you must give too, brother. And that's the pressure I'm going to put on you, is for you to learn how to give back. Give everything you got. Not saying you're going to be poor, you're going to get kicked out of your house and evicted and blah, blah, blah stuff. I mean, you already know how to fast. Look how skinny you are. So you already know how to handle those things. So you got some discipline. But I would challenge you to go to get the 9 senses in Belgium. I go to Belgium a lot. I'm in there a lot. And
when you're here, let me know.
Huh?
When you're here, let me know.
I'll be there, and I'm going to be. Our team's going to be there in preparing in late April.
Oh,
and I might stop in there because I got 2 teams running. We got 2 teams running both ends of a powerful ceremony, about both ends of some missions, some work that we have to do. And then I can also connect you to some Hunas there in Belgium and in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Yeah.
Can I also come and be part of this?
Maybe they like you, maybe they won't like you. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you have to become a Huna to sit on missions with us. You have to get the tools. You have to get the education. You have to make the commitment. You have to have the discipline. I'm going to put pressure on you. Right?
Okay.
And the only thing you got to decide is yes or no. Right? But there is a way to be with us in those missions, because we require only the highest vibrations at those missions, and an alignment to the codes that we speak and the codes that we share and the processes that we follow at those stargates and at those portals. Okay? And certain tools that we have, certain disciplines we have, they have to be learned. They're not natural. They are they're supernatural. Okay? They're supernatural. And you have to learn them, even though they're natural. You might say you know them, but I'm going to challenge you. Right? Again, pressure. Okay? So the 9 senses. Think about that. Be in the tree. I know you got trees in Belgium. Another thing you want to learn about it, who was the indigenous people of Belgium? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Do you know that they even spoke close to your language? The indigenous people of that area were also brown skin. Did you know that?
No.
Okay, there's some things for you to do. Learn how and learn how to just learn some of that history there, because you're going to find that even though you talk about being in Belgium and these energies there, that's like, drawing you down. The ancestors of those indigenous peoples is there. I know they're there because I work with those energies. And if you do a little bit of a study about one of them, there was a warrior chief, incredible warrior chief. He's quite famous. I can't remember his name right now. If I dig it up, I'll be able to. But just do some studies on the indigenous culture that is from Belgium. And they were amazing. They fought off the Romans. They fought off all these, all this nonsense from the Europeans. And he was famous. But they speak a language in a way that's very similar to my language and even bits of yours. Okay, I don't know. You speak Tamil or Punjabi, I don't know. But, so the sounds are very similar. I was surprised. It's like, wow, this is cool. So do a little bit of the history there and get beyond what is the modern world there. Go to the indigenous world, okay? It means you're going to study some of the indigenous history, and then as you sit with the tree and you sit with the land and land, water, sky in discipline, dragon eye or not, whatever, 9 senses, they're going to talk to you, bro. They will talk to you. They will help guide you too. They are part of the ancestry, you see. before Atlantis. Before Atlantis. Yeah. But you should send me an email to office@hoh.earth. And we continue another conversation and check in with you about the 9 senses, unless I feel like announcing it here.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Hey, whereabouts in Belgium are you?
I'm sorry?
Where in Belgium are you living?
In Poperingen, in the West Flanders.
Yeah, underwear. Okay, yeah. We have some Hunas not far from you, but send me an email and I can connect you to a few Hunas there.
Sure, right? I would love to.
You should really study some of the indigenous culture from there that was there before all the nonsense stuff, because, yeah, their lineage is still in the land, the water, the sky there. Okay, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks for the question. Hey, thanks for showing up. We got in the house of Mahakawa Tahi in the house here.
Hello.
Hey, Olav. Wow, Olav.
Yeah, finally I got the guts to come on. Yeah, I'm in the dragon course. I'm calling from Norway.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Olav. Hey, Olav, did you go to Bergen?
No, I didn't know about this that time, but I would love to have done it, because I had some really magical energy work in Norwegian mountain, connecting to the birds and the mountains, taking me to Sedona, and I had this. I discovered also the book saga, and I know you know about it, and yeah, I went to to Sedona, and I had a vision quest there, and
oh yeah, that's right.
And then there's this old history in book saga, 300 million years back, and so it was very synchronistic, that I connected to you.
Thank you, brother.
It was wonderful, and yeah, I just happened to read Pixies, the Diamond Code before Christmas, and then I checked. I came to you, and then I saw you had the interview with her. So there's I think this blue stone I brought with me is sort of. I felt it was that this world were coming together, the America and the North and so on. So yeah, I'm really excited about the Dragon course. I really feel the energy in the sounds.
Fantastic.
And we have also a sound system in the North, and but it feels like this is before, like we have this real before that, and and I have a question about the Ma system. You are a ebb, right? And you tell me on the other side of the circle, the sovereign is the child, right?
Yeah,
that's the sovereign. And then you sort of use some letters on the other side of the circle. I didn't really get that, how you could. I'm in the May, So
okay, you're in May.
To get the mirror on the other side.
Yeah, so you just go opposite.
Yeah, straight opposite. Yeah.
Directly opposite. And you make the sound opposite, and then there's a reply, and the reply from the opposite back to the sovereign.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like speaking to the reflection.
Yeah.
Now. But that reflects the speaking to the reflection, you can have the conversation with the reflection, not necessarily that the reflection is on the same timeline as you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
even straight up, you can see the straight opposite you. But when the conversation gets called back, even if you're repeating, that repeating is not on the same timeline. Might be coming from the future, might come from the past. It's multiple dimensions because the facets of that geometry are many facets, so therefore many dimensions.
You know, because I mean, 300 million years ago, we were not so on this dimension, you know, and then maybe this dimension already exists and coming in now. That we need this.
Is a return because damage. There was damage. There was damage to the planet. There was damage to the vibrations. There was damage to the frequencies. Lowered it. It's not that Earth, and they can say Earth fell. No, the vibrations, the frequencies, the magnetic field, the influences, there were outside influences. It just took a toll. And so lowered the energy, lowered the vibration. Now, hey, Olaf, have you been to Stargate 18 at the House of Huna in Bergen? We've got to connect you there.
I haven't been, but I've been really connected to, I mean, you know, the Norwegian mountain, this like a dragon also, you know, like huge mountain.
Yes.
You had heard about the pentagram, the Norwegian pentagram?
I haven't studied that.
I think absolutely there are some work you can be. I've been working a little bit about that. And
well, I wanted to introduce you. I want to introduce you to the other Hunas that are.
I've taught a lot about that. Thank you.
Yeah, Huna Kakoma. He's the owner of the property, which has Stargate number 18 on the property.
Is it in the mountain or?
No, it's down in the field, and he owns the land there.
Yeah, well, I think people in Bergen are really have raised the vibration quite a bit.
They do, and Stavanger as well. Well, of course, Norway does. You know, Norway does in the energy. You know, there's a lot of star nations activity with multidimensional traveling star light ships coming in and out of that Stargate. There's been a lot lately from Stargate 18. That's the Stargate I reset. That's been a few years now. Now it's a location. Like some of the Stargates are shifting location. You know, that's a different story. That's a different call. But I would like you to go and meet the Hunas there in Bergen.
We have a legend about the dragon too, and very close to my place. That would be really cool. And I know you were in Gotland too, on the portal there.
In Gotland, Stargate number 22.
I missed that. But are you coming back to Scandinavia?
We will see. You know, I've spent the last 5 years in and out of Europe a lot. You know, I've done a lot of. It's time. It's also other continents need help too. So we'll see. We will see. Because
I really love. I think I would love to be on when I'm finished master.
Maybe you come on.
I think I've done a little bit of.
Once you get the Dragon Masters completed, you'll qualify to come on the journeys with us to do the Stargates.
I guess that really get it what you're saying, that's when your codes are coming in, when you actually do the work, you know.
That exactly. You got to confirm it because it's aligned to your DNA, your higher strand DNA, consciously. So you gotta you don't have to, whatever, do whatever. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I know what I do, and I know what's confirmed and what's supported.
Yeah.
It takes some courage. Yeah. Okay, Olaf, thank you. I look forward to seeing you in the graduation.
Yeah, I see. I went to the hotel you suggested, so I'm coming with 2 friends. We're staying for 9 days in the hotel there.
Okay, good. We'll see you then.
Okay.
Okay, brother. Wow.
Thank you, brother. Yeah.
Leah, Black Dragon. Wow. Wow. Oh, look at that name. Leah, Shaman, Mermaid, Black Dragon. Leah, Black Dragon. Hey, you're muted. Sorry, Black Dragon. You're muted. Yep. Yeah. Let me
Hold
see
on.
if I can do. There you go. Hey, where'd you go? Took yourself out there. Black Dragon left. Don't think Black Dragon wanted to leave, but Black Dragon left. And let me just, until Black Dragon comes back, let me say hello to any of Sweet Daily Beloveds that just come in there. Sweet Daily Beloveds, there's Richard, there's Thomas. Good to see you guys. Welcome back. Gabby Douglas, that's a new name, is it not? Is that a new name? Okay. And we got Avalon over there in Sedona. Oh, welcome back, Ehud. Welcome to you from Israel. I trust you're doing well, and you're still here, I guess.
I just got back. Sorry, I didn't know the mic was off.
Oh, good. There you are. Look at that.
Yeah, I was trying to say Leah Black Dragon. That's because I've had a lot of past lives as incarnating in the dragon world as a dragon. So
Yeah. Awesome. Now, is that a Draconian or is that Lemurian?
it's got to be Lemurian.
Of course, you're here.
Absolutely.
And you got mermaid in your name too. So
Yes.
Okay.
The psychics told me, I have personal psychics I go to monthly, and she's like, yeah, you were a past life mermaid. So I'm like, oh, okay. And shaman. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, fantastic. Whereabouts are you?
I'm actually in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, USA, Florida.
Yes. I've had many years. I did several years of work, connections, SEALs. I had a lot of SEALs in Florida. There was
Wow.
8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time clearing a lot of properties there, and
Wow.
was helping the dowsing community, because the dowsing community was taking a hit back then.
Wow.
And they were like their dowsing wasn't being as effective. So
Mm-hmm.
they asked me, hey, you got anything that can help us dowsers? And I said, yeah, well, show me what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, well, you need a couple of things. Number one, you don't just go and spell over a spell. You don't just go and douse over energy. You have to clear the energy, then you douse it.
Absolutely.
All right. So I showed them a 0 point technology
Wow.
from Lemuria.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is a book that totally goes by Lemuria and all the teachings and beliefs as you. And it's by Aurelia Louise Jones and one of her best friends. That's actually a Hawaiian shaman's husband. He was my first Hawaiian shaman. Tamara Connor of my shaman, she gave me this. And so that's why I would like to join you and become a Huna, because that's just me being me. And I know I'm going to be an ascended master someday and hold an office in hierarchy millions of times. So, and just climb up the infinite sacred flames of God. So you are the only one that, and your family is thinking like me. And none of my earth family thinks like that. They just think, okay, you, whatever. So that's why I was like, well, how do I join you?
Yeah, what do you do? And where do you go? What the hell's going on here? This month is the mother of all changes, and you are like talking about major change. And I love that book. But I look at that cover, I look at that book. What you got there is the same as what's behind me.
Oh,
right?
really? Oh, good.
There's
And
the three aspects of that same what you have on that cover, but behind me is three aspects of it.
Wow, that's amazing.
So there's
That is
detail.
amazing.
That's called Wataka.
Wataka.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's called what you got on that book is called Wataka.
Wataka. Okay.
Yeah, Wataka.
I have a lot to relearn in this life.
No, just remember, dude.
Yeah, I do.
Black Dragon. You know what the Black Dragon did?
No, what?
Me and the Black Dragon. I was on the White Star Dragon. I'm cruising around as a White Star Dragon, like I do. I'm cruising counterclockwise because I'm rotating and I'm undoing my undoing work, reversing work is counterclockwise. So I'm going around the universe counterclockwise in all the dimensions simultaneously, and then this black gold dragon is heading towards me.
Wow.
I'm coming up the high side, the light side. It's deciding to go around and come down the light side, and it sees me. We kind of see each other, like like this, and then it just goes past me just a little bit to my left, and my left eye just catches its left eye, and I see a little white light in its eye.
Wow.
Like I got that close, I could see the white light in the reflection of my dragon
Of
in its
you.
eye. Right.
Yeah.
And I'll carry on. I'm going up, and then it's coming around, and then it does a U-turn. It does a U-turn and follows me around. Right. That happened. I want to say about 9 years ago. I was working on pulling down the financial system from within Switzerland because I lived in Switzerland, and I was attacking. I was doing the undoing reversal technology of Lemuria, attacking the UBS Bank and the BIS Bank of International Settlements. I was attacking it in ceremonies every day, and then the Black Gold Dragon is part of moving the gold.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was connected to the gold, the Black Gold Dragon. So you're a Black Dragon still. There's an aspect.
Yes.
And so I'm coming around, and this thing starts following, and then all of a sudden, things start moving from the Chinese elders, the dragon families in the Ring of Fire, and the Chinese elders, because that's who I was working for. I was working for the heir of the Red Dragon family.
Wow.
In the Philippines. I was working for him, and this gold dragon starts following me. Next thing you know, the dragon families, the heir of the Red Dragon family, is making negotiations with four of the Saudi Arabian kings at the time.
Wow, that's amazing.
And my job was to help protect him. My job was help protect him get home, after this negotiation. So I worked with him, plus all the other alignments. So the Black Dragon, you have an aspect of that. Then you are part of that. Then there's some remembering here for you. And it just may take just a bit of sharing and then learning and going into discipline with some of the tools, and maybe get on the road with us,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just looking for my soul tribe family, and you're the only ones I've found. So I was like, I'd feel much better to be a part of my soul tribe family and to help, do what I came here to do, for the light, for God.
Of course. Do what you got to do. How are you going to do it? The number one thing is that we reduce the energy of entropy in the field and the atmosphere of our planet. If you are increasing the field of entropy in our planet, no matter what you believe in, then you are forcing this planet into chaos. If you are reducing it, you're going to raise it up. So whatever you believe in, it's a physics thing. That's leverage. Leverage. Right? We need you for that leverage,
Absolutely.
Put some more pressure on. I put more pressure on.
I'm here to put pressure. Trust me.
Pressure, because we want to guarantee the sucker. We are, and it's so good. Okay, fine. It's done. It's done. That's done. Everything's done. Blah blah done. Yeah. Well, just enjoy the doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the doing because we get to do this.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was gonna say, what was it? My totem, which I saw him on my first past life regression. He is a black dragon. And then me personally, I feel my spiritual guides, my main two are dragons. And I've seen past lives, how I look like a black dragon, humanoid, and other bodies. And, but I just feel like my energy can be used, in your community, because I'm retired. I raised 5 children on my own.
Congratulations. Wow.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Thank you. It was hard, but it was sure worth it. And I'm just ready. Just ready.
Well, appreciate that. And the discipline is going to guarantee you're ready.
Mhm.
And the discipline and your commitment to humanity is, of course, will guarantee. It's that leverage of numbers,
Mhm.
of cells, of fractal increase of expansion of fractal cells that operate a certain vibration, and that's leverage,
Mhm.
right? That's leverage. We got
Absolutely.
to get into that. And you're in. Where did you say you were now?
I'm in Florida right now. I'm going through an awful divorce with my own twin flame soulmate, which I have a little
Congratulations.
tiny. Thank you. I know. And like my psychic said, he's doing black magic with his ex, that is a black magician and has two demons. So I've always known for about the past 2 or 3 years, I'm ready for that. The only way I can put it, because of my DNA, I happen to be all races, and I was incarnated as many Indians from India, is the guru monk. I'm ready to live the guru monk, like shaman, dragon shaman warrior life.
Yeah.
And so I'm just here in my beautiful room, and my kids are grown and grandkids, they're in other states and they don't seem to need me. So it's like perfect timing.
Badass. Now you're my ninja. Now you're my ninja.
Yes, absolutely. I'm your
Hey,
ninja.
that's gangster, baby. Oh,
Absolutely. Totally
and
gangster.
that's what it is.
Mhm.
We have the initiation through the source element, ascension light initiation to become Huna and receive the sound of the nameless one, the
Absolutely.
sound and the essence of the nameless one, and
Mhm.
also the dragon masters to tool up. It
Mhm.
used to be where I would hold workshops live in person.
Oh,
I traveled
wow.
all around the world doing workshops,
Oh,
but
wow.
I couldn't keep up with it because you know how much it costs to fly back
Yeah,
and
a
forth,
lot.
4 or 5 countries a month.
Oh,
Really?
wow. Oh, that would
Just
be
a
so
shaman,
much.
and I didn't even
Mm,
have a job.
right?
That was my, and then okay, fine. This is where you have courage. This is where you have to have courage and trust yourself. So that
Hmm.
was done for many years. And now, okay, look, let's get rolling here. So I created a system, now that we have the technology, the system so you can go to it, get it quick, and then meet me at the graduation. We'll go through
Hmm.
your practical testing for 2 days, and then boom, then you're gonna be ready to go. You're gonna be
Yay.
qualified to go. Why qualified? Because I freaking said so,
That's
right?
right.
Because
That's
I
right.
said so under what system I work with. Okay,
Hmm.
so if anybody says, "Well, I'm ready. I don't need you." Well, then fuck off. Then go ahead and do it.
Right. Right.
Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to come with us. You're going to be coming under our
Yes,
alignment,
that's
under the
right.
alignments in the Lemurian and of the Wataka, which is outside of the Draconian system. Okay,
Yes,
so
absolutely.
excuse
I
me,
am
but I'm
not
not.
for that system.
I
No.
won't. I won't risk my team and any delusions.
No, no delusions. Also, if I can interject, was it Aurelia? I believe it's Aurelia Louise Jones, that wrote the Seven Sacred Flames, but she also she channeled this book, and then she channeled the Talos 1, 2, and 3, which I own the one, but because I'm in the process of divorce with my own twin flame soulmate, he has over 99% of my belongings. I've been through hell and back, that's all I'll say. And so I don't have my first Talos book, and I plan on getting the number 2 and 3. And so I go by, this whole book, and this is
Nice.
just what I live by. So I
Hello,
just feel like
God.
you would be the perfect master, the perfect, leader for me. And because all that matters to me is ascending myself, reaching nirvana, nibbana, or the ascension induction ceremony, as the book says. And so, yeah, just whatever I have to do, I'm ready to do.
Hey, I'm all good. I'll help along whatever stage we're at.
Thank you. Yeah.
Whatever stage, you call it whatever you want, but it's like, hey,
Hmm.
you're talking about telos. Telokan, kukuka, telokan,
It's
telokan.
awesome.
Okay, so telos, right? Telo or or even it also telo also means down in,
Okay.
down and in.
Fourth
Like,
consciousness, right?
well,
Inner
whatever you
earth.
want, whatever is down there and whatever
Yeah.
is in there.
Right. Inner
You know,
earth.
if
Yeah.
you think about the Telos, the people of the Telos in Shasta, Mount
Mhm.
Shasta,
Yes.
Telos, look at
Yes.
that, Telos. But this is
Mhm.
also a Mayan Maori terminology,
Oh,
Telos.
okay.
This
Okay.
This Lemurian, because Mayans
Yeah,
use it.
absolutely.
This
Yeah.
Lemurian. So the underworld, inner world, deep inside
Yes.
in the earth, Telos.
Yes.
Telos, Raro,
Inner earth cities.
Raro, earth. Yeah, in inside too. Yeah.
Yeah.
In here.
Inside cities.
Yeah, in deep inside. Look inside there. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I've never not read. You know, I don't read. Maybe I can't read. Kind of occasionally, I don't want to read. I never really
Yeah.
read much in my school days. You know, I was kicked out of school. So I was kicked out because I was too gangster. You know, I was.
Because you're
I,
so powerful.
they were mad at me because I would only want to speak my language, and they didn't like that,
Mhm.
so they would always cane me. Then I
Oh,
got fed up.
wow.
As I got fed up with it at age, because I was a strong rugby player too at age 12, so I was ready
Oh,
to
wow.
take you off a rugby field.
Wow.
Well, I did, so I was doing stuff like that, and then I ended up punching the teacher out, and then I got kicked out of school, and I'm 12. Right?
When
So
you're 12, wow.
that was enough of that. You know, that's enough of that. Well, most
Mhm.
Polynesian boys and kids are like huge. We're huge. We're born big, you know, and
Yeah.
like, you know, we're all loving and everything until you push the limits, and it's
Yeah. That's what happens. That's
fucking
what
shit,
happens.
right? Shit breaks loose. And the family I come from, you don't miss it.
Yeah.
You
I don't
don't miss
either. I
shit.
don't either. I don't feel a part of this world. I guess I realized from the beginning when I was born, I never felt a part of this world. But because I grew up like we all have in these really dark, twisted family of life charts, it's just wow. Yeah. I just know who my family is, and it's the family of love and light, and doing, you know, however, whatever you want to say, creator's will, whatever, God's will, just keeping
Well,
my oaths and promises to them, you know?
absolutely, and I thank you for that. It takes courage. I look forward to your sign up. 'Cause,
Absolutely.
hey, if you want to make this year's graduation in June,
I would love to.
now got to get in there now.
Okay. Just tell
Otherwise,
me the info and I will get in there.
just there's the links. Huna Tamake will share the link with you
Okay.
to the sign ups of what you need. And I
Okay.
look forward to seeing you there. There's almost 30 students in the class this year graduating. They're coming here to Mexico
Wow.
to do their
Wow.
practical testing on a beach in Mexico.
Wow. That's amazing.
You
That
can
sounds
be
so
in that
amazing.
crowd. It'll be great to
I
have you in there.
am. I'm going to go for it.
Hey,
Never
I
look
got to
back.
bounce. I got to bounce to. I got Tarire Kuya Huna is waiting in the backstage here, so let me bring her in.
Okay.
And
Thank you so much.
Dragon's trying to run off, but he's not going anywhere. Okay, talk to you
Thank
later.
you. Much love.
Hey, Huna, what's up? Good to see you.
Hey, aloha.
Already, Tarire Kuya. Yay.
Yes, yes. So
What's happening?
I would like to ask you, how can I release blockages? There seem to be a lot of blockages right now to sustainable income streams, employment. I mean, I've been told I've been
Okay.
doing everything right, but something's happening. How
Hey.
can I?
Hey, everybody else, close your ears. I'm going to turn off the audio, okay? I'm going to share this one. No. Hey, that's what is it? A good question? Hey, it's important. So, how do you unblock stuff from stuff you need?
Yes,
Stuff that's
yes,
important. Call it
yes,
whatever you want to call it.
yes.
Okay. Now, I'm going to share with you again, and I've shared this before. I'm going to share this with you that when you hold it in your hands, let's just say whatever it is that you need. Do you know in memory what it feels like?
This would be somewhat intangible, but I can make it physical.
Like if you holding $1,000 in your hand, do you remember what $1,000 feels like?
Yes.
All right, hold it in your hand right now. Remember?
Manifestation.
No, more than that. It's already there. It hasn't gone anywhere. If you hold a gold bar in your hand, you remember what that feels like? The weight, how cold it is, or what of the temperature. Okay. And if you can access that memory, all you're doing is remembering. Everything is memory. Now, it's not manifestation. It's already, it hasn't gone anywhere. Okay. So put that into your stomach, put that into your voice, put that into your heart and into your seeing. And practice of the 9 senses. Okay. You must begin there. Because if you don't go there and you keep falling into the things that I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, and blah, 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 that's where you'll be. I know this sounds vague, but you got to give it power. You're giving power the other way right now. Give us power back into the center. Bring your power back into the center. Now, also, log in. Did you learn? Are you learning the login? Did you learn the login? Go to your SEAL video and you're going to hear me logging in. The words that I say, that's called the login. It's initiation login to all that has been saved for you in the universe. For you to just put your hand in there and go and get it and bring it back out. Okay. That's called the login. That's how deep that puppy is.
Okay.
I'm just for real. So learn that and learn to speak it, and at the same time learn to also remember what pancakes feels like in your hand. Someone's talking about pancakes. And if it is about the smelling, then smell it. This is what the 9 senses is about. Okay. Allowing all the senses to bring it back to you. And it will show up. Okay. Now, maybe also what you want to think about, a thing to also consider. This is the mother of all changes.
Yes, it is.
Now change the fuck out of it, okay? Change it. Change. What is it? You were sharing with me some of the jobs that you were looking at, and that you feel that might, okay, might go this way, might go that way. Things that you've done before, what those kinds of positions that you've been in before, employment wise. Maybe that don't fucking work anymore. This is the mother of all changes. We're going to share something on here pretty soon. I hope you stick around to watch. Just we need to, but now I will share with you. Okay. The 9 senses. And I've shared that here before on the show. Okay. I will share that. I will share the 9 senses. Okay. And sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloveds, block your ears. I know you're not going to. As if I can see you. I can't even see you. But I can feel you. Maybe I can smell you. Okay. But this is for everybody to just go back and watch the video too. Okay. Here's the 9 senses. Are you ready? Okay. You can watch the video or you can write this down. Okay, 9 senses. I see you. With my eyeballs, I see you. I hear you. The ears I've got. I hear you. I taste you. The tongue I have. Taste you. Okay. So I see you. I hear you. I taste you. I can smell you. Sniff you. Your aroma. And familiar, that's 4, right? Smell you, right? I can sense you. which is not tactical sense. This is energetic sense, right? Magnetic senses. I can feel. That's 5. 6, I can touch you. I can actually tactile touch you. That's 6 senses now. Okay, you got this down, written down?
Yes.
Okay, because I got all of those senses happening, firing on 111%, fully charged to 100%. Okay, I remember you. So the 7th one is I remember you. Because I remember you, all of those energies of those other senses become physical. They're real. They're very, very real. They're very, that's the shit. I remember the shit. I remember that. I remember all of that. Okay. And then I have a picture of you. Then I have an image of you. Then I know what you feel like. I know what you taste like. I know what you smell like. I know you. So I remember you. Then that's 7. Now 8 is because I remember you, I actually know you. I know it deep down in my heart, deep down in my gut, deep in my eyeballs of seeing and the unseen and seeing the seeing, blah blah blah. I know you, okay, and because I know you so well, and I cannot be different than you. I am exactly you. So that's the 9, right? That's the 9. So 7, 8, 9 is I remember, therefore I know you. Because I know you, therefore I am you. Now, yeah, am is you is. Now, if you're a block of gold, then you're a block of gold. Just remember, that's very deep. Now, amplify this. Go to log in. You're amplifying these 9 senses. It speaks directly to these energetics. There you go, Richard. 3 on top of 6, 6 underneath 3 is 9. Squeeze some more in there if you feel you can, but I don't think so. 9 is it maxed out at 9. Now, Tangerine, he got a hold of that now. Look at these over there. Tangerine, I said I was going to share with. There you go, brother. Pressure. I put the pressure on, and yeah, good for you. Good for all of you. Okay. 9 senses. I want you to be with this. I want you to learn the log. Speak it. I got to bounce for a break right now because we're going to come back and do some more sharings of the mother of all changes with some geometries connected to the birth signs, connected to some of the current media and current things that have been going on in the atmosphere. All right.
Wawanui.
Tarire Kuya. Fantastic. Great to see you here.
Thank you.
Be right back, sweet dear, one sweet dearly beloveds.
Hi, I'm your light shaman. Are you experiencing unpleasant energies in your home and surroundings and waking up in the middle of the night? My work involves clearing individuals, homes, and communities. Contact me at www.lightshaman.earth and I would be happy to help.
For all of your high vibrational healthcare needs, visit Huna Kaparore at www.lightinaction.earth. Tetrahedrons and obelisks for your on-site ceremonies, handmade and coated with Kotahara crystal dust by Huna Hikahima. Shipping is available worldwide. go to www.shiningstar.earth.
Okay, I'm back. Almost forgot where the on button was there. Okay. Sweet dear ones. Just take this time now, this part of the show, sharing, whatever we call it. Take this time here. I want to share with you, and I'll invite probably Huna Tamake to pop on for a bit if she can. She would like to. Thank you very much. And we've got some mother of all changes to share with all y'all. But we can just discuss a couple of those things right now that have been in the news, and then show you some geometrics. Okay. So, what's been going on? Right, Thursday, was it last Thursday?
There was a lot that happened last week.
Was it this Thursday?
But yeah, Thursday there was some big stuff on Turtle Island.
So on the Honimotu, guys, Turtle Island in the Americas, Thursday, right? You had a lot of cell phones, cyber attacks, and a lot of shit was breaking down, right? Getting really interfered with. Technology was getting beat up. And because mostly intentional, of course, nature is gonna have its say about things, right? So on Thursday there was a cyber attack, cell phone. Even during some of my sessions, my technology was getting beat up, glitching in and out. Also during these past couple of weeks, we were feeling this leap. We were feeling this jump. We called it the quantum jump or quantum leap. And now we're about to go into what the draconians call a leap year. Okay, for us, it's just it's energy and magnetics as usual. However, maybe more intensified than usual. And so we're feeling this stretched out. I feel like I'm like myself. I feel like I'm got some kind of long body happening, or the rest of my body is trying to catch up to where my head is. You know what I'm saying? It's like an elastic man, like rubber man, right? So mother of all changes. What we saw was, I'd like to I've got a little dream thing I want to share after, but I'd like to invite Tamake to share about ceremony, and maybe if Huna Kahasahi is also watching, because you guys were doing ceremony together, maybe if she's around, she would like to pop on and add to it. What do you think?
I'll send it to her directly, see if she
But
wants to come
perhaps
on.
you can begin, because talking about the ceremony you guys did and what showed up in the photography.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I did a ceremony at the beach with Kahasahi and Huna Kahiwaha, and it had to do with the energy of Metatron. It's one of the many things that's become distorted. And the ceremony was to help with releasing the distortion, or at least that's what I'm remembering from what we did, for the ones that like to hold on to the distortions, because some people like holding on to those things. And we finished the ceremony. We did it at sunrise and took a bunch of photos. And there was some really weird stuff that happened, like what I'm about to show you right now.
Let us see.
So this is
Zoom in
the
on
sunrise on the Caribbean. And we have this very interesting thing that showed up in my image.
Look at that.
And it shows up in other images as well, including the ones where we are in the picture.
Sweet, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloveds. You know what's happening there. We're familiar with it, but I'm wondering if you are. Do you
Ooh,
Ling Ling?
there she is. Ling 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 ling.
Hi,
Hi.
What doing?
I'm at
What?
the pool, joining you.
Yeah, we were just talking about this. Manam.
Oh
This,
yeah, it's so beautiful.
you know, like sweet dear ones. Just as you what looking at this. That is a dimension. This traveling through the dimensions. So connecting the dimensions while they were in ceremony, the dimensions were present. Multiple dimensions opened up. Now, though this is a bird, there was something else you wanted to share. Is it about? Was it about the Toroa?
Well, with the Toroa, when we had discussed the February geometries a little while back, and what we were seeing coming through, and talking about the mother of all changes, we recognized that the tiny bird was going out of light. The tiny bird being here in this part of the body, and I can say that many of us were having issues connecting the telepathics with this flappy thing on our face and being able to communicate in that way. And we also recognize that the hummingbird coming back in was also being supported by the albatross. The albatross being part of the moon cycle at that moment, the albatross was going to help carry something back in, some big gift. So
Now,
yes,
when you say back in for the sweet dear ones, when you say back in, are you saying back in where? Where's it coming from?
it's
Into
coming from
who?
outside of light.
Out in the dimensions, coming into light to support being and coming into the atmosphere, you mean? Into this plane?
Mhm.
And is that to support bringing back the gift?
Yep.
So the tiny birds and the giant birds are bringing the gift back in from outside of light, bringing gifts for them as they enter into light through the dimensions. So, did you hear that, sweet dear ones? You getting this? Let me know if this is not making sense and you need a few more verbs and adjectives and nouns and subjectives and objectives and whatever you call it. Let me know if you need anything. Okay. All right, you're not continue, Tamaki, or even Kahasahi.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you have anything, Kasahi, from that moment?
I don't know what you've shared so far about the ceremony, but it was just, yeah.
So I was just discussing the Metatron and the intention behind that ceremony of helping to release the distortion that is being held onto within that
Yeah,
frequency.
what I would like to share is that it was very interesting how this whole thing came about, because we all went, like you and a bunch of Hunas, we were in a big group and we went to a cacao ceremony here in Mexico, and we came across a very interesting picture on the wall, and it reminded me of a dream that I had already like over a year before. And I remember that it was before I went to my actual first Stargate activation mission. And it was just interesting because it showed that that there was still a part that needed to be done or needed to be removed, and it was about cube technology. And so this whole thing came together, and I remember that we sat down and we talked about, okay, we want to do a ceremony, we feel like we have to do a ceremony. And then all of a sudden everything clicked into alignment. And I remember just how beautiful the morning was and how clear the light was when we came to the beach. So already the clarity of the Sophia, in a way, which is third Lemuria, was already present. And it was just very beautiful. And then seeing and witnessing the birds all around us was very reassuring and beautiful. And also the confirmations and how they came in, it was just very, very funny as usual. And just interesting. I don't know
Yeah,
if
like
you've shared that already.
no, thank you for saying that. And I was just remembering the doves when we have our Huna scope, which we have on the Zazzle shop that we use in ceremony. So we had the blanket out on the beach and aligned to the directions. And as we're getting set up, there were doves, one on the east and one on the west, that landed on either side
Yeah.
of the Huna scope.
And they
Can't
were
make this
both
stuff up.
and we did the ceremony on the day of the Maki, the Oka, which stands for the balance. And it was one black and one white Namu that came in. And at the end, there were 3 Namus. One was black, one was white, the same ones. And the third one was with them, which was gray, which I thought was very interesting because the third aspect was added. As we all also know that in a part, it was also about releasing a third part of a technology, like a third layer of a technology that was in a way held over our Kaha system. And so that's just very interesting. And also already the birds were so active with us in the weeks before. If we remember the wahapuku, so the pelicans and even the albatross, I just spoke about this to you, Mauta, this morning, that it was one of the most beautiful moments in my life. I didn't see it from far away, but I had one moment where the seagulls were just hovering all around me, and I was like, "What is going on here?" And then Mauta and his cousin were in the water, and they said, "That looked so cool." And in a way, the birds were already saying, "Hey, hello, we're ready to go." And then seeing them going in and outside a light or being in that Maki essence, like showing up like that in the pictures, was just incredible. And the rest of the pictures are normal. Just these birds are like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
Really cool.
Kahiwa. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mauta.
of course, the bird tribe, they create so many portals and activations. I've shared a lot about this over the years, especially the Namu, right? The Namu right now, so dear to our hearts is the Namu. That's the for sweet, sweet dear ones for you. That is Namu is the dove. Okay, so it's not really the dove. Namu means so much more. Okay, but during that time when you guys were doing those ceremonies, so many dimensions were opening. What was being affected from the albatross understandings is there was something that came up with Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to
share what that was for our sweet, sweet dear ones.
Yeah, there we go.
As the Toroa was beginning to continuing on its mission to share, Toroa being the albatross, sweet, sweet dear ones, we speak in Lemurian language, so the light language. So Toroa was doing its work and particularly doing a number on Taylor Swift as well, affecting.
As evident by this tweet that she posted on the day of the Mother of All Changes, where she has a bonus track from her new album called The Albatross. That's a great coincidence.
Yeah. So if you're seeing this, sweet dear ones, and you kind of think, okay, albatross, correlating to the work that the Hunas do, very, very special work, that relationships that we have and the Hunas have with the land, the water, the sky, and all beings, and the relationships we have with the ceremonies and the connections that we have doing the work it bears out. It bears out every time. I have to tell you, every single time we've been into do the mahi, we say mahi, or do the work or do the light work things. It's bared out by acknowledgement and confirmations of so many levels, in so many levels that we already know, of course, as some may already know. But we like to share this because these are some of the details that, it's always fun to get some of these details. Okay, the Toro was doing its thing from Lemuria, which Toro means the albatross, and then that's showing up in the 3D, in the areas and places where you might not expect it. You might not expect Taylor Swift that she's going to have a song called The Albatross. Is that a big deal? Not a big deal? Well, take a look at take a look at that image in the multiple dimensions. That's the work. Well, we are co-creating and working together for sure within this in the multiple dimensions. We already know that.
And I was just reminded, thank you, Tamea, that Taylor is on tour on the Kopanui.
Taylor's on tour on the Kopanui Motu, which is the womb wombat. These are the Lemurian energies of the sounds. Okay.
And this in a way confirms one part also that was part of this ceremony. It was about the connection between the child and the mother that was still being interfered with through certain distortions and technologies. So this is confirming that it is now time to really speak to, in a way, mind, heart, womb coherence. So really address the family in our body and recognize the family within our body, because it is time for that now. And with realizing that story and recognizing that within us, we can go beyond all the questions of timelines, storylines that go that are about gender topics, and is it the feminine, is it the masculine? We are ready to go beyond that now. And by that, it's just interesting. That's a part that I didn't know, that she was doing the tour on the Kopo Nui. That's like crazy. Not of course.
Okay, so talk about lines. Let's jump over now to the geometry. Okay, if we can do a little bit of that, or a lot of it. The geometry for those particular dates, sweet dear ones, and the ceremonies that the Hunas did, and the alignments of certain energies and stuff going on there in these dates form these geometries, or are represented by these geometries. Okay, so we now, the work that that Tamake is doing, and the work that we have done to correlate the birth signs, which are the motus of Lemuria, the birth signs that correlate to bring us together in these geometries that you're seeing here. These are created by us, totally created by Tamake, and all the knowledge and the wisdom brought together to create these geometries. They're coming directly from, you cannot Google any of this. You're not going to find any of this anywhere else other than here. And these are representation of the stories and the sharings of what we just finished sharing with you, and how they are showing up geometrically. If you'd like to, please, Tamaki, share a bit about each of these dates.
So the 6th, this was where the hummingbird, the Tirani, left and went outside of light. So leaving this dimension, we could say it maybe that way. That was leading up to that. That's when the communication for some of us got really funky. I'm trying to do birth chart readings, and the telepathy is there, and the jaws just aren't moving to say what the word is. And I wasn't the only one going through that. And it seems like now we're on the other side of it with the hummingbird coming back. It's changed a little bit. I've noticed that it is still a little bit wonky, but it's going through an adjustment now that the tiny bird is back. So before, it was actually right before the tiny bird came back, which was Sunday the 18th.
The 18th, yeah.
There was a dream that you had.
Yeah.
So like when we're looking at this, and I'll try to set this up a little bit. The hummingbird left to go get something. And from what I'm remembering of that conversation, we set out the intention for something to receive it. So the hummingbird is the one that goes out. It's supported by the hare, the one who is capable of carrying the heavy weight and making quantum leaps. And then when it comes back, it's getting support still from the hare, but there's also the albatross helping to bring that back. Whatever it was that we put out to, we could say maybe manifest whatever we want, and it's bringing it back. And right before they go to bring everything back, you had a dream while we
Yes.
were in Tulum.
So, sweet dear ones, when she says the hea motu, that's a birth sign. When she says toroa, that's a birth sign. So these birth signs were helping the tirani, which is the hummingbird birth sign, which is my birth sign. So these birth signs were supporting each other. What does that mean? Well, which one of those birth signs is yours? Okay, sweet dear ones, who here is the albatross and who here was the hare? Because under those birth signs of which you entered this universe, this density, which you entered, you are supporting, and you are there supporting the hummingbird going outside the light and coming back in with all these goodies. You, sweet dear ones, we're talking to you who helped to do this, whether you knew it or not, whether you had a dream, whether you can remember or not, whether you know or not. Beside the point, we're sharing this with you now. And perhaps this will help jog a memory of anything that was going on with you in the past 2 weeks, right? So, some may know their birth signs in Lemuria, what we've shared. And there you go. That's what was going on. That's what's up. Talk about co-creating, that you can know what you do not know. I always say this, you can know what you do not know, but you cannot know what you do not know, right? But we can share these things with you. That's what's so incredible about sharing what we're sharing here this way, especially concerning, it's only through the Lemurian system, the Wataka system, where you're really going to dial into this. You cannot do that from the draconian side. Really, we'll get more into those things later. That's a challenge. Okay, fine. I don't mind challenging that. Okay, so as we are doing all of these, you are helping. Everybody's helping. That's a general fact that everybody knows that. And so as we are bringing these details to you, I will share this dream that I had. Sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. It was an incredible dream. Was it the 16th? I had this vision. I normally am downloading and uploading consistently every day. I'm in my seat. This time I was, it was so funny. If any of you know who Lauren Babbitt? Babbitt? Huh? Bobert. Do any of you know who Lauren Bobert is? If you don't, she's a senator, the Republic senator, right? She's such a gangster rebel too, man. She's like, tell her like it is, right? So she comes to me in the dream time, and her and I are in some kind of meeting in a government office, like the Capitol Hill, yeah, like the chambers. We're in the chambers having a meeting, and she says, "Okay, I have to take you, and you have to come with me. We're going to go and sign these documents, and we have something to give to you that we're going to give to you." So, okay, so I'll follow over to another set of buildings like on Council Hill, you know, these chambers, these government chambers, these council buildings. And then we go up to this counter, you know, it's hard wood, dark brown wood, like walnut. And it's like I'm kind of looking up a little bit. No, it's not really on my eye level, but it's just a little bit above me. And there are all these documents on this table, this counter, right? This altar, let's just say it's like a pedestal, right? And there are certain piles of documents. I can't remember how many piles there were. There were more than 6 piles. And another person, government person, comes forth from behind these doors, comes to the pedestal, and says to me, "We need you to sign here, 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 and here, and here, please." So I'm signing, and then she pushes these documents forward to me, these piles of paper. After I've signed these documents, and she opens up the top levels, and she reveals each of these piles with huge piles of checks being written, being signed over to me. Right. So I'm there and I'm signing documents. Was like what I was signing was like an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, something that was taking place behind the scenes. Some negotiations that had taken place behind the scenes had to be before some time ago, because it was starting to come through now. And this was not, this dream felt like it's something that just happened. Wasn't so much for the future. Actions for the future may be coming in, but it felt like I had signed the document and we're ready to go. So this was on the 16th when I had this vision and this dream. So I'm signing these, and then I sign the document, and she pushes the piles of paper over these, all these huge piles of checks, all signed over to me. And the number that kept coming through, actually before I looked at the checks, the number that kept coming through was 11, and it just kept going 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Like all the way. Look, somebody just said 11 days. How the heck? All right. So 11, 11 kept coming through. Huge piles of checks signed over to me for whatever reason. We can get into that. But this took place. And my birth sign is the hummingbird, right? We can easily generally blow over this and put it into some general terminology and just not, enjoy it. Or we can enjoy this. Like I always say, enjoy the doing. There are some who don't want to recognize some of the things in these details or don't know it. So if you don't know, then you don't know. Okay. But we're sharing these details so you can have something. Maybe you are connected to this in some way in your dream time. Maybe because you are Toroa, because you are of the Toroa Motu, you help this to happen. Because you are the Hea Motu, you help this to happen. Because you are of the Tirani Motu, the hummingbird bird sign, you made this happen. Okay, so for me, this was, and I always share, sweet dear ones, we are now, the dream time is real. We are now in the dream time. Everything is in the dream time, from the dream time, because of the dream time. Everything has, this is the mother of all changes. It's the mother of all changes. Okay. Say that however you wish to say it in whatever terminology, but yeah, maybe we're on the same page. We probably are, right? We're having a great time sharing this with you this way, with these wonderful geometries, because we like these geometries. We like things. Everybody likes certain things. So sharing with you that the contracts have been signed in terms of a non-disclosure agreement, which means we have to be of a certain secrecy or be quiet mode for a little while longer, and they allow everything to be settled to come through, thereby giving you, then you are able to speak and celebrate, because that celebration time is right on schedule. That's what I'm saying. I already did this. I already signed these documents. We're now waiting for the celebration day to come where we can actually talk about it freely in the public of what these gifts are, right? And they are being dispersed. So with the hummingbird coming back in from outside of light, sharing the gift, then this is so. And yes, absolutely. The hummingbird does love to co-create with others.
Yeah, and then also I just remember that the card reading that I did for you for your birthday, I remember that within the reading I said something will happen and come through in this time of when Tirani goes outside of light, like between the 6th and the 18th. So it's just interesting because now I realize you had that dream within that time.
Yes, I'm so grateful for that dream. It was so much fun. It was like surreal. Like, what's Lauren Bobbitt doing here? What the heck am I sitting at the table with you for? You're such a gangster. She's a rebel, man. She's so ninja. And I was like, that's cool. That's cool as shit. I was like laughing after that. What the heck? All right. Never met the woman be in person. Anyway, whatever. It is amazing. Thank you, Huna. It is amazing. This is an amazing time. This is the mother of all changes. Of course, we understand creativity in the creation of mother and father, the child, and the eternal memory. Well, that is the pillar. Those are the 4 pillars of creation. Those that the masculine is not necessarily a masculine man, but is one who is a pillar that holds the frame and the foundation of mother to so that mother can be allowed to do what mother does. This is required from all of us. Okay, so as you are tuning into these things, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloved, coming down to it. Let's get down to it. Now let's just get down to it. Okay, and supporting each other, right? That the masculine is a pillar and the mother is the foundation, and the pillar must support the foundation, and so that the foundation can deliver what it needs to do for humanity. That's getting down simply to it. And who is the one celebrated from it all? The child. And so we enter always here. We return always. We can never be destroyed, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloveds, as you may know that, okay, and you may be of that, and that's fantastic. Oh, good for you.
We have totally forgotten to tell about the story that the Tuatara shared. Because that's aligned to the child, and it was just very funny because that was also, I think, it must have been on the 18th. It was the same day.
No, it was the 16th. It was after his dream, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was the same day.
Go ahead.
And the Tuatara was giving us Morse code with his head. And we all never have seen Tuatara behave that way. And then, I don't know when, but a couple of days later, I sat down and tried to actually understand what it was trying to tell us.
And you were deciphering the codes that the Tuatara, sweet dear ones, Tuatara Motu is another birth sign. That's the birth sign of April. And Huna Kahasahi, she had a visit with the Tuatara, and it was nodding its head like Morse code. Totally.
Long, short, long. Long, short, long.
For a long time, and she was filming it. And so, you decoded that.
And then the message that came through. So I had like several different options that it could have been. But the first one that came through was alofa uina ui. That's how I put it together. And alofa or aroha or aloha, we know what that means. It's love. And then you said, oh, it's not uina, it's ui na ui. So the code of alofa ui na ui, which is basically the sharing from the beings that now it's truly the time to remember that all descendants, all the many descendants come from love. And that's, of course, referring to the children and to all the beings that come and enter. And to remember that all the beings that are already here are also from love. Yeah.
Yeah.
So wonderful. That was really, really cool too.
Yes, excellent. If there's any questions, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds, you come on and share and reveal your likeness, which means your face, and ask a question. We'll see if we can answer it. And we can only probably take a couple of questions because we are now pretty close to where, as you know, I'm getting hungry. All right.
Okay, I'm going to bounce out of here and let you guys finish up.
Thanks, Kahasahi Manam.
Yeah, thank you very much for this time of sharing and the beautiful show.
See you in a bit.
Wawa nui. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was really cool. Super cool that all those items were taking place, all those messages and let me say, epic, legendary was coming through.
Is it unmatched?
Unmatched. That's a new saying. You might catch me saying that every now and again, sweet dear ones. Unmatched. Yeah. Super cool. So, all right. So there's no questions coming through, and I'm all good with that. Okay, bye. I'm gonna eat now. I'm gonna go grind, like they say in Hawaii. You like grind, bro? I'm gonna grind. So just to wrap up there, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds, mother of all changes still requires you to have some courage, have a discipline, get a discipline to help and reinforce, your courage to help empower you furthermore. We have some modalities and processes, practical processes for you to connect to. One announcement I want to make is I am coming to Canada. Sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. I have been gifted approval from the First Nations and the elders of the Indigenous councils from Canada, from the Squamish Nation. And I believe they are also connected and signed on the documents with the Haida Gwaii and Fraser River of Indigenous councils and elders have written a document authorizing my access and authorization into Canada. Also, sweet dear ones, the Canadian government has also approved my document to enter. So I have both of these documents all approved, which is a mother of all changes. Again, another change. And so I want to announce here, we are having Burning Mask, our event, which is going to be in Vancouver. We're at the end of July, early August. We'll shoot the date out very soon. If you are over there in Canada, if you're not too far from Vancouver, come on, we'll get the information out. I know we were trying to do this last year, but again, approvals never came through from both sides. Now we have it, and now we're going to follow through. So I do hope to see you there, and look forward to presenting the Burning Mask event. And we have, there'll be different vendors, performers, elders speaking, the elders stage, of which we hope to invite certain elders, especially the Mayan elders, to come and speak as well. So here we have one person here. We can take this last question, and so stay tuned for that, sweet dear ones. At hoh.earth, you can find that information, or email us at office@hoh.earth, and just check all the links after this, at the end of this video. Okay, we've got somebody, Danny Lou. Danny Lou.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
brother.
can you hear me? Hey,
I can hear you.
this is my first time on the channel. Yeah, this is my first time on the channel, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but I just been going through a lot recently in my spiritual journey, and I feel like I'm very open to a lot of things, and I think because of my openness, there's been a lot of attacks, and I just want some wisdom. You seem like a wise elder, and I just want some wisdom from you on, what you feel from what I'm asking and things like that. I'm just asking for some kind of guidance because, I've kind of gone flat on my ass recently, financially, everything, and I'm just trying to figure out life. So,
Okay, where are you located? Danny Lou, where are you located?
oh, I'm sorry. I'm in
Sorry, you keep cutting out.
I'm in Florida.
Ah, oh, great. Yeah, someone else was calling from Florida. Okay, so I don't know. On my channel, I have a lot of free videos of a lot of disciplines and practices to learn. You can get started with some things you can get started with, and I'm sharing on there directly. Okay, now the deeper session that you want to have, or the deeper conversation, is to also sign up and have a one-on-one session with me, so we can get this very clear, so we can have a very in-depth talk about what it is you're going through, right? Because it's not just like when you say, I just need a little bit of this, a little bit of that to get to understand my spiritual journey. These things are very powerful. And I can say to you, I can give you a practice or a modality. I don't know that you're going to follow through with it. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to sit and talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to see where you are at in terms of your strength as an individual, your strength as a and your discipline. If you have discipline, I need to see and understand some of that. So when I say to you, here's something that you can go and do, that you're going to go and do it. But I think we need to have a closer talk, a deeper talk, a one-on-one session. Hey, where's he gone?
He's trying to get back in. Some connection shenanigans.
Can you hear me?
I think I cut out. You guys are coming in and out. I don't know if my connection.
Yeah, it's really glitchy. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on here and asking this question directly and showing your face for us to see you. That's brave, number one. That's a brave thing. It's courageous. We need that. As to what you're asking, for spiritually, we need to have a one-on-one talk, okay?
Yeah. I like that. I appreciate that.
So just go to my website and set up for a one-on-one, because that takes a schedule. Okay. My time is always scheduled and managed. My time is managed, so you got to get into the schedule, right? But we got to have a talk. We can't have that talk here because this is number one. It's going to take long time. This is a public forum as well. We need to get into pieces, right, brother? But I want to appreciate you. Just know that I appreciate you for showing up here. Hey, how do you say your name?
Danilu.
Okay. What is that language? Asi Sister Hana.
That's Malagasy, Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Yeah. I'm kind of like a mutt. I'm like a Polynesian mutt.
We got shit to talk about, brother.
All right.
Hey, do that. Get that session with me so we can go deep. That's important, Madagascar. That's a magnetic field. There's a magnetic field there. It's an open magnetic field. So let's talk. Let's talk, brother. Let's talk.
For sure. Polynesian. All right. I appreciate it.
Polynesian styles.
All right.
Okay, brother.
Thank you.
Aloha. Hey, that was really cool. Hey, we got one more. Last one, sweet dear ones. Liana.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, it's so lovely to be with all of you.
Oh, fantastic. What a wonderful accent you have. What is that?
Oh, it's from South Africa.
Yes.
Yes, I joined you guys a few weeks ago. I was on the farm in the Eastern Cape, but I'm in the Durban area at the moment, in the Zululand.
Nice.
Yes, and I can relate to being sent to different places. And what my experience here has been is that all the roads that I'm living in either has bird names or fish names.
Don't you just love it?
So yeah, it's amazing. And I wanted to ask about the hippopotamus, because yesterday we went out on the water, which was unexpected. But when I was offered this journey to go onto the water and meet the hippos, I decided to go. And so they don't obviously often observe the hippos here. But yesterday there was a whole lot of hippopotamus together, sleeping on top of each other when we entered the area when they do see them sometimes. So is there any connection or any spiritual connection you can share with me about the hippopotamus?
Well, there are cousins, and there's a certain lineage coming through the belly, right? These are water beings, but they're land beings as well. Now, sort of indirectly, we can connect to this and speak to this, because the star nations and the medicines within the Wataka system, the operating systems, we work with Lemuria and nature, okay, and the star families, because they're all star families. We're all star families here on this planet, right? No matter what, we're humanity, 4 legs, 2 legs, with a tail, without a tail, with teeth, with no teeth. And they got big teeth, these guys. We also work with on the Huna scope, or the Wataka system. We work with the sea elephant. That's an elephant on the land, and an elephant in the water, and an elephant on the land. And so, concerning the belly of the wisdom and the knowledge carried within the belly, and so it's like that. This being, hippopotamus, is of that essence of being on the land and off the land, being in the water and having the belly. The same is also similar with the rhinoceros. These creatures with the big bellies can go from land to water. It's so powerful. They lend their medicine. I mean, I suppose you would have to study. You could, and I haven't, for the hippopotamus directly, because we are working with what we have on the Wataka system right now. But you could probably study the totem medicine of the hippopotamus. And I would say, because we regard the motukawa, which is the medicines on the Wataka, we refer to those, we look at those as being the constellations. So there's constellations, a celestial constellation, and there's terrestrial constellations, and they match each other. Right. We're not talking about the Draconian or the Gregorian or the Greek or the Roman, none of that. We're talking about the beings in nature, and we're talking about Lemuria. And so if we study deeply, it's going to take time. Well, you study, you go ahead and study, but we can say to you that, safely say to you, and what's the word, comfortably say to you that there's a connection with the big bellies that are in the water and out, that get in the water and out of the water, and their wisdom and their knowledge, and they would feel. If you probably watch, and I don't watch them live, but I've watched them over the years on TV and stuff. We need to do more of that, we need to come to Africa more. That these beings are incredibly protective, right? It's incredibly and they are feared. They are feared by so many lions, all kinds of beings fear these creatures, including the human. Right? They're so not unpredictable, though. So study their mannerisms, and that will share a bit about their medicine this way, the kind of medicine they share in the wilderness, how they communicate, how they are with community, how they are with their tribe. Hugely tribal, right? It's all tribal, baby. Huge kingdom. The kingdoms of the hippopotamus kingdom is underwater. Like underwater, and then all of a sudden on the land, they move like a kingdom, whole kingdom energy. They own everything around them, so you can't mess with them, right? They're the boss. That's the boss. Doesn't matter. Even an elephant, lion, a rhinoceros, they'll take them all out. They'll take them all on. Even the humans driving around in an armored Jeep, they'll take the Jeep out too. They just are so. How is that correlating? And how is that to connection to, well, to the work we do, either to the work we do or to what can be applied, what can we apply from those observations by being observant this way? Right. Just be aware of the environment, unless you're going to get stepped on. Have that strength that they do. Take that energy they have and be with that energy too, right? If you were there and you were watching, you're like, oh my God, they're all sleeping, hanging out with each other. At this moment, they might be quiet and sleepy, but still in a very powerful way. You know, if you upset me, I get pissed off enough. You don't want to be around me. Like them. So take what that energy you have, bring it to yourself. You know, do you want to get closer? Give it a go, I suppose. I know that would be incredibly if you were able to get close and touch one of the moms.
Yes, we were very close to them yesterday, which was quite unusual. At least 3 or 4 meters away from them. So all I did was just stand on my knees because it was such a humbling experience.
Oh.
It was such a gift to just be in the presence of these beings because I could feel the power that they represent. And you know, being in Africa, here in South Africa, you don't get to be this close to some of the animals that often because everybody thinks these beings are all over South Africa, but not in the concentration of this area. In Zululand, you still have the leopards and the elephants and a lot of bird species and butterfly species and all sorts of richness of nature. So even for myself, I've always lived in Africa, in South Africa, but I've never been this close to the feeling of being in the middle of the forest.
Being so humbled, isn't it?
It's so humbling, you know, it puts perspective on us that have a tendency through all our programming to separate ourselves from nature. But as soon as you're in the presence of these beings, you are humbled by the connection that I was humbled by the power of what nature represents. And it reminded me about being one with all of it.
Imagine what it took for them to become what they are now. I don't exactly know the lineage in terms of the, you know, how they got to be in the water and on the land and as powerful as they are. And imagine that power in the future, in 100 million years from now, that same being, what that same being would be like in 100 million years from now. What could he or she possibly expand to? Could he possibly not evolve to, but grow to? You know? And what's it doing? Is it creating? My thought about these things like that is that in 100 to 300, 400 million, billion years from now, we are so far on the edge that when we look at the stars and when we look at planets, they are so far in the future and we are so far catching up. Because they are here with us now, doesn't mean that that's exactly what they are right now. But that power they have right now, right? Imagine millions of years before that, which means it's mind-boggling. I thought about this before for many beings, even for ourselves. But when I look at the stars, I'm looking into the future. I'm not looking in the past. If it takes me 1 billion years to get there, I'm traveling to the future. I'm not traveling to the past. So what are they? You are sitting in that power that comes from the future. What are you? Are you from the future?
Yes.
They allow you to sit and be so close. I will say, of course you are. I'm
Of
down with
course.
that. I'm
Of
down with
course.
that. On now, gangster. I'm down with that.
I love it.
That's where we are. We are from the future.
Yes. Yes.
We are from the future.
Yeah, thank you so much for tonight's messages and also strongly connecting with the mother energy.
I look forward to coming back to Africa because we have Hunas in Botswana.
Oh, wonderful. Blessings, because I just met a man from Botswana yesterday. That's a homeopathic teacher at one of the clinics here that I was working. And so it's interesting that I got to connect with the energy of Botswana.
Fantastic, amazing. Yes, we'll be bringing
Thank you so
an event there. So we'll look forward to seeing you, Liana.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And blessings to all of you.
Thank you for bringing that hippopotamus energy in and the energy of the ancestors from the future. So incredible.
You. Incredible. Thank you. And blessings.
Thank
you. Bye-bye. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yes, Jesus.
Okay, Tamake. I think that's it, isn't it? Sweet dear ones.
One last reminder about something, if I can find it, is
go ahead.
This right here for the second annual Billy Carson Forbidden Conscious Awards.
Oh yeah.
You guys can feel however you feel about Billy. That's fine. Let's give Huna and Aaron Lyons their flowers and vote for them because voting is closing at the end of the week. I think the 1st is the last day. So you go to hoh.earth. There's a pink button there that'll help get you where you need to go.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Okay, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. Thank you for sharing this time with me and all my meanderings and all our calculations and all of our blabbing along there. Hey, how are you going to have a cup of tea and a conversation if you're not going to have a conversation? Thanks so much again for that, though. And all those of you on the Grams of Instant, apologize if I don't get over there enough times to, but what happened to my mouse? There it is. Things moving around over here. But we look forward to the next call. Sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. And we'll see what's happening on the next one, all right? Should have an update. Anyway, I'm out. Love to you all. So much wawa. Me and Tanimaro here out for dinner. Ciao. Peace.
For all of our expecting families, we have pre- and post-birth sound healing sessions with Huna Kahiwaha, available in person in Vancouver or anywhere online. Go to www.harmonizedfamilyroots.earth. Go beyond the distorted codes of the draconian matrix and get a Lemurian oracle reading with Huna Kahasahi. For more information or to book your oracle reading, go to www.flc.earth. Introducing Mexico's only harmonic egg, operated by Huna's Maroyata and Ma'aikuta. For all of your health support needs, be it physical or emotional, sessions are available now both in Playa del Carmen and online. To book your session, head to www.apapachar.earth.